description. Latour's complaint is not that discourse comes to play this mediating role, right, between the political and the scientific, but rather the manner in which we have kept science, society, and language as separate, non-communicating spaces. Instead, the fundamental call of Latour's work is to bring these spaces together into communication with one another through the production of hybrid or quasi-objects. Right? And this is the strange place where computers and writing has been operating for 30 years. Right? In a field that concerns itself with discourse and with the social, we have investigated technological objects. It has been difficult over that time, I think, to frame our discussions of technology, except in terms of ideology and social forces or subjective psychological effects. At the same time, our investigation of digital technologies offers, I think, a significant opportunity to stitch these things back together. And Latour recognizes this as well when he talks about his own conception of how writing operates. And here's actually a longer quote that I think is quite interesting, though, from Reassembling the Social. Whoa, jump way in. I'll read it to you, don't worry. It's not a 9. So, we who have been trained in science studies don't need to ignore the thickness of any given text, its pitfalls, its dangers, its awful way to make you say things you don't want to say, its opacity, its resistance, its mutability, its tropism. We know too well that even in hard sciences, authors clumsily try to write texts about difficult matters of concern. There is no plausible reason why our texts would be more transparent and unmediated than the reports coming out of their laboratories. Since we are all aware that fabrication and artificiality are not the opposite of truth and objectivity, we have no hesitation in highlighting the text itself as a metaphor